Dear friends, welcome to Sukumar tutorials. Today I am going to take up a geography portion, that is Physiography of Tamilnadu state. Tamilnadu state represents 3.96% of India's total area. The state can be classified physiographically into coastal plain, uplands, mountains and hills. The coastal plain occupies 36.44% of the total area of Tamil Nadu. Upland area occupies 54.24% of the total area of the Tamil Nadu. Mountains and hills with 9.32%. Apart from these three regions, we have got a small portion of islands. So, totally we can classify Tamil Nadu physiographically into coastal plain, uplands, mountains and hills and islands. The islands or main island is Rameshwaram Island, and we got a few more small islands nearby and east of Thuthukudi. Let us see the physiography map of Tamil Nadu. East of Tamil Nadu, you got Bay of Bengal. South, we got Indian Ocean. And then we got Gulf of Mannar between Kanyakumari and Rameshwaram. Just near the nose, just south of Vedaranyam, you got a Park Strait that separates Sri Lanka from India. What you see in the dark green color is coastal plain. Light green to yellow color represent the upland. Normally the uplands can be called with the local names like a Dharmaburi upland, Thiruvannamalai, this area, and then you got a major portion near Coimbatore, that's the Congo uplands, and you got Madurai area, got Madurai uplands. You have a Javadi hills in the northern part of Tamil Nadu, west of Chennai, and then when you come further west, you have Hosur Plateau. It's a continuation of Karnataka and Mysore Plateau. It's an elevated area, it's a plateau area. And then when you come down from Hosur Plateau, you have Shevara Hills in Salem district, Kalrayan Hills in the Kallakurichi district. South you have Kolli Hills in Namakkal district and Pachemalai Hills in Perambalur district. In the west, between Mettur Dam and Nilgiri Mountains, you got Biligiri Rangan Hills. And then you got highest place, Nilgiri Mountains. It's a plateau area. This plateau can be classified into low plateau on the western side, high plateau on the eastern side. On the high plateau, you got highest peak in Tamil Nadu, that is the Doddabetta, east of Ooty. If you come down further south, you got a Palakkad Gap. There is a break in the Western Ghats, and then south of Palakkad Gap, you got Anamalai Hills. The Anamalai Hills, you got a highest peak, Anaimudi, that is situated in Kerala. Then further east of Anamalai Hills, you got Palani Hills. Then east of Palani Hills, you got a Sirumalai Hills. Then south of Palani Hills, you got Andipatti Hills. In between Andipatti Hills and Palani Hills, you got a Kammam Valley. South of Andipatti Hills, you have Megamalai. Further south of Megamalai, you have Shingota Pass. It's a narrow gap through which you can just cross the Western Ghats. So Shingota Pass is situated here. South of Shingota Pass, you have got Agastya Malai or Podigai Malai, that is in Kanyakumari district. See, this is a two-dimensional view of Tamil Nadu, and then I have given the percentage of area roughly occupied by these regions. You got islands, as I mentioned to you earlier. This is a Rameshwaram island, biggest island. Then around this Rameshwaram island, you got a small islands, and then here near Tuticorin, Gulf of Mannar, you got small islands. So physiographically, Tamil Nadu can be classified into coastal plain, Tamil Nadu uplands, high mountains and hills, and islands. This is a view of Tamil Nadu in 3 dimensions. That is, you are looking from south to north. You can see the coastal plain, the eastern area, dark blue color, and then the upland increases with the light blue color to green color. Very clearly you can see the 3D view, how the terrain looks like. This is another view from east to west, because you have to visualize Tamil Nadu terrain in all directions. So I am giving a view of Tamil Nadu from east to west. You can see clearly the Palakkad Gap here, and the Nilgiri Mountain, Palani Hills, Podigai or Agasthyar Malai, and then small hills. This is another view from west to east. When you look from west, Tamil Nadu terrain will appear like this, and then you can see very clearly the lofty, high, steep mountains of Nilgiri Plateau. And then you got a Wayanad Plateau continuation. This is a Gudalur area, and then continuation you can see in the Wayanad area also. So you can clearly see how the terrain looks like in the 3D. This is another view of the physiography of Tamil Nadu from north to south. When you look from north, the terrain will appear like this. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, press the bell, subscribe it, share it with your friends. If you have any comments, kindly please add the comments. In the subsequent class, I will be posting number of videos for school children. It is not only useful for the school children, high school children, but also for the people appearing for competitive examination, TNPSC and UPSC examination. You have to be thorough with the places. Hope this video will be very helpful for you. Thank you so much.